Hi, Stacey, we're back. I didn't tell you what happened. So Summer has been replaced by Crystal, the sister. Anyway, it wasn't working out. I was having an existential crisis, and I realized we need to get that blue and pink. To have it. That you can't be responsible for making other people happy. I try to do that. I like everyone to be happy,
Yeah.
but then if they're not really a happy person, it's never enough, and it's too much responsibility for anyone. You have to try to make your. And I told Chris, I said, we should be happy we even live in a world where that's even an option. Do you think these Syrian refugees are looking for happiness? No. They're looking for fresh water to drink. Am I wrong?
No.
You know, people know. I mean, it is kind of the thing now, too. You know, like I told you, my nephew Joe's in the Peace Corps in the Dominican Republic. It is a thing for, people that want to bash America and stuff. They're still going to continue to produce the best and the brightest. There's a middle class and an upper middle class out there that's producing these kids that are going to be the best and brightest that are going to continue to change the world. No terrorists can stop that. No, you know, they're going to give anybody who wants some loans to go to college. I mean, there's countries that don't have that. So they're going to continue to produce amazing people in this country. That's never going to stop. It's always been the case and will continue to be the case. That's why when you get these naysayers, you know what I mean? I'll make America great again. When's again? You know what I mean? 1960s? The 70s? Don't get me started. The 80s? Please don't say the 90s.
Yeah.
So, I don't, I don't know when again is, you know, do you? Because like if people will say like there'll be people they just caught in this golden era syndrome. When I went to college in the 80s, yeah, when everybody went to college in the 80s, I can tell you it was great. It was great. Those are your memories though, you know. So, but if you really look up what went on in the 80s, I mean, that stuff wouldn't go on now. Iran Contra, Reagan was selling arms to Iran. Yeah, dealing to get these hostages. They were holding a bunch of American hostages for 4 or 5 years or something. We can look it up. But yeah, radical Iranian college students. Those were the good old days. Jesus, you should be glad they're all cloaked and daggered all out now. You know, nobody hanging around there. Yeah, they recommend you don't hike in the mountains there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I prefer hiking around my own little trails. Don't you? Anyway, so that's what's going on. We've been getting a lot of work done. We've been getting a lot of content. I've been trying not to react to things on the internet. But I got in a big fight with this guy and unfriended him last night. That one that works at the prison. There was this video of this from this trainer, Lazaro, who's Kurt and Helen's friend. And they had this puppy like sort of tied up on a thing and going around. And this cop was healing this Malinois around it. Oh, he wasn't killing the puppy. So this is extreme distraction. Oh, mother of God. And I said, if that's what we consider a street police dog, extreme distraction, that it's so highly controlled. And I can show it to Mark. I think the dog looked a little hinky. It wasn't some animated son of a gun doing the oingo boingo. That if this cop doesn't have enough control to stop this dog in a clear training scenario, you know, this isn't just running after a criminal and this puppy happens to be tied up in someone's backyard, which I'm sure happens all the time, and healing it around. It's not killing the puppy. So I just posted some other, and then so this guy just starts ripping into me. Oh, I don't know. Everyone has to prove blah blah blah. I said, not to prove anything, but if that's what we consider an extreme distraction for a highly trained street police dog, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. You know, if it was a cat, maybe a cat that might have impressed me. you know, and if these things are known to be that dog aggressive, that are such a serious dog. Oh, and then he said, oh, if you have serious dogs, no, no, I'm a woman. I don't have any serious dogs. Oh, and then I just put, I know who Lazaro is, you know, not that I'm going after him, but that's not extreme distraction. It's staged, it's not spontaneous, and it's under a microscope. And no dog in their right mind is going to just start attacking this other dog. Nobody's going to put their puppy out there that knows it's going to be, and if this Malinois was some, you know, oh, you know, stone cold killer, I'm not buying it. I am not buying it. Crystal's like, what is this? I told her this is my talk show. It's called
Talk
Letters.
show.
It's called Letters to Stacey, and Stacey's my friend that believes in me and understands me. She gets me. Stacey gets me.
That's all that is.
Anyway, so that's all that's going on. Dave is coming to town. I still don't know if I'm going. Sven is planning on flying in with his
Right.
intestinal condition all the way from. I said, how long? To go see Dave, and Dave's only opening. I really don't even know if I'm going. Crystal doesn't know about the whole thing, and then Dave added me for a friend on Facebook, and then he sent me some patronizing message, so I just blocked him. I just pretended like I thought he was a stalker. It was just so patronizing. I just wrote it off as pretending. Oh yeah, I don't think he just randomly messages people. So good try or something. He just blocked him. I just it's a whole thing, and then they just apparently said something to Spin about like, oh, I tried to reply to that message. Someone blocks you, you can't reply. So I mean, I don't know if we're going or not. But Sven, is flying into LA with his intestinal conditions. If he can do all that, maybe we can make it.
Yeah,
and then oh, it gets worse, Crystal. It gets worse. So then since Dave's playing in 2 shows in California. Oh, he was like, Chuck's playing in California. I don't know how close that is if you're gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
So then he goes, oh, yeah, because Dave's playing 2 different shows in California, in LA, and San Francisco. I said, those 2 places aren't close together at all. You may have to look on a map. And he goes, oh, and then I came back, he goes, 4 hours. I go, I went and looked it up, it was 6 hours.
Right.
And that's if the freeway is clear.
Yeah.
And I can tell you when the freeway is clear, you'd be better off to hop a flight.
Yeah.
And then I guess his friends live in Riverside. He goes, what's there to do in Riverside? I said, be careful. The only reason I know that is because just years ago, there was this guy that used to train police dogs, and he lived in Riverside. And let me tell you what, they ate him ass up. Yeah, he had some serious dogs. Yeah, I bet he didn't help them by a puppy. Yeah. So anyway, I just unfriended this guy. I just can't, get in arguments with people. But if that's what you're considering, a dog healing and a horse breaking loose or running, that might, the dog never takes his eyes off the handler, but this dog knew, I mean, I don't know. I hope this Lazaro doesn't come after me, but I would flat out say it to him. I don't consider that extreme. Maybe a big male. Well, yeah, these things are pinpoint, blah, 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 blah. This thing is, acting as their lieutenant under high order, not, oh my God, it didn't attack when it was being told to, instead of, healing by its handler, it attacked. That's normal, but this one didn't. So I don't even care. I don't know these people. This guy never liked one thing I did. So I don't feel bad because they have a name for people like that, Crystal. Someone that doesn't ever like one thing you do or support you in any way. They have a name for those people. They call them complete strangers.
Right. Yeah.
Am I wrong? Anyway, Shiju and Indy is very attached to me. And he doesn't understand that it's the YouTube effect. Because what happens is when you see somebody all the time, and you get used to seeing them, and they're very predictable, you start getting attached to them. Their character, anyway.
Right.
Not the real killer. 5 minutes here, he'd be ready to stab me with a knife. And he's as sweet as they come. But on YouTube, I might make cupcakes today. That's how Crystal doesn't realize. That's how I train her. Then she gets like a little, the dogs are training me. I'm training her. I'm trying to train them. That's not working, but the training her is going good. So that keeps my ego up. I'm not completely immersed in an ego crippling environment with these dogs that, my Crystal saw a shoe bottom, got a roll of paper towels, and decided to go to town with it. To town and back. The crystals, we have to try to put them back together. We can't just throw all that out. It's a waste.
No.
Just try to piece them back together and still use them. Yeah, get through the cleaning. Anyway, so that's what's going on, and we're going to start trying to do episodes again. We're going to try to get through Christmas and Christmas favorite holiday. Cheyenne's birthday.
Yes.
So anyway, girls, so text me. I swear to God, I've just been sending you these psychic messages. I don't know. I'm out of sync with the universe or something. Either that or just absolutely anything. I don't know anything. All I know is I'm a spiritual lifeguard for Shiju in India. If you can find the name, remember the name of that movie. It was with Owen Wilson, and they were on a train in India. Owen Wilson, and I want to say maybe like Adrian Brody. That's Scooby. He's trying Scooby. Just put Owen Wilson training.
The Grand. Well, there's a few. There's Midnight in Paris, the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Darjeeling Limited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. The Darjeeling Limited. Yeah, that's it. The Darjeeling Limited. That's it.
Across India by train in an attempt to bond with each other.
Yeah.
2007. Cool.
Yeah. That's what I heard about India. What I saw in that movie, and that was years ago, so I remember none of it. I'll do a quick look, Cliff Notes update. There was that Kate Winslet movie. Look that up real quick. It was called Hideous Kinky. Look and see where that was. Say maybe that was in India. It was a really good movie. I love Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Darjeeling Limited. That was the movie. That's the extent of my knowledge of India. Or was she in Morocco? Was she in Morocco? She in Zanzibar. That's where my friend Muhammad lives. He lives in Morocco, and he went this weekend to Zanzibar.
Sounds interesting.
It's ancient.
It's neat.
Where is it set?
France, United Kingdom.
No.
Country. What?
She wasn't in France.
Okay. Maybe that's just when it's released. We're highland routed.
It might have been Morocco.
Morocco, yes. Western descendants for the spiritual life in Morocco. She takes her 2 daughters on a hippie road trip that removes them from the comforts of their home.
You see?
I'm gonna have to watch this. Sounds
yeah,
good.
it's really, really good. And that's
good.
where our friend Muhammad lives. He lives in Morocco, and perhaps he went to Zanzibar. Anyway, we gotta go. All right, Stace. Love you lots. Bye, girl.